students, to the week 9 of management concept. This week we will cover organizing. In organizing, the syllabus that we have consists of a number of important topics. That is, what is organizing? We will see here the basic organizing factors, work specialization, span of control, chain of command, authority, and rationale of organizing architecture, vertical and horizontal both. The learning outcome after completing this chapter, you will be able to understand a number of things, especially you will understand the meaning and importance of organizing. You will be able to describe the process of organizing. You will be able to discuss the delegation of authority and discuss why the delegation of authority is important for managers. In this week, you will also see the basic organizing factors, and then you will be able to understand the work specialization, span of control, factors determining span of control, and finally, in this week, you will be able to understand the concept or the rationale of the organizing architecture, vertical and horizontal both. Well, students, now just to begin with, let us see what is the need of organizing and what is organizing. Both the things are very important. Louis A. Allen has defined organizing as it is a process of identifying and grouping of the works to be performed, defining and delegating responsibility and authority, and establishing relationship for the purpose of enabling people to work most efficiently. This definition clearly indicates its meaning, and I believe that you are able to understand that what is the logic of having organizing as an important function of management. Organizing is the detailed arrangement of work and working conditions in order to perform the assigned activities in an efficient manner. We can say that organizing is the process of determining the tasks to be done, who will do them, and also how these tasks will be managed and coordinated, and to structure or arrange the relationship between the people, the work are to be done, and the facilities so that the goals are achieved in the organizational development. Now, students, one thing is coming to my mind. You have seen what is organizing. Now, why organize? Why should we organize? Why should we talk about the organizing? A few points are there that I want to narrate here about why organizing should be preferred. Managers have to organize the activities they want to perform for a number of reasons. They want to perform those activities which are important for the overall development of the organization and which helps in a number of ways. Managers can divide the work according to the nature and similarity of tasks. In organizations, there are various kinds of tasks. Why this kind of division of work according to the nature and the similarity of tasks? So that they can pool resources and increase the efforts which lead to the efficiency. And also, they can build continuity and synergy in the organization. Students, a manager who wants to organize his or her department must address few important issues. What issues are there which a manager has to address, has to take into consideration? Like determining what is to be done, also assigning the tasks, deciding how to achieve the coordination, deciding on the span of management, deciding how much authority he should designate to his subordinates, and draw an organizational chart. The purpose of organizing strengths is to coordinate different activities of organization and also cluster jobs into units. The organizing ensures optimum use of resources. Organizing also establishes relationship among individual groups and it facilitates growth and creativity. In other words, we can say that the main purpose of organizing is to develop the teamwork in the organization. The importance of teamwork in organization cannot be underestimated. Because of the reason that the organizing or the organization is a process. Organization, we can see from the previous discussion, appears to be a group of individuals and it is a means, not an end. And we can say that organizing is one of the important functions of management, which is related to the objectives of the organization. Now, students, we are going to have a look at a detailed look at the nature of organizing. As mentioned earlier, organizing is a very comprehensive activity. It is a kind of activity which brings things together. As far as the nature of the organizing is concerned, we can talk about the different aspects like the group of persons, common objectives, division of work, cooperative efforts, communication, central authority, rules and regulations, and the dynamic element. These are the major points. These are the major themes in the light of which we can elaborate the concept of the organizing in a literal sense. Let us see what is the group of persons. Students, the group of persons means simply that group of people, whether large or small. An organization is a group of people working together for achievement of a common objective. And organization is system of cooperative relationship of two or more persons in business. Second important thing about the organizing is the common objectives. We say that every organization has a common objective, which is distinct from personal objectives of the members. The common goal is the basis of cooperation among all the members of the organization. And the objective of the organizations are usually made explicitly. Students, another important point that needs our focus here is the division of work. We can say that the organization comes into existence when the total task is divided into the members of the group. Division of work is necessary not only because one individual cannot do all the work, but specialization results in efficiency and effectiveness. Apart from this, the members of an organization are willing to help each other for the achievement of the desired goals. Cooperative efforts, or in other words, we can say that the cooperative relationships are stabilized both vertically and horizontally among different units of the organization. That's why the organizing is a cooperative effort. People who form an organization communicates with each other in order to integrate or coordinate the efforts, which requires communication. The structure must be such that people can perform together more efficiently than individually. Central authority is another important point which we can take up here regarding the organizing as an important function of management. The central authority simply here means that it is about the directing authority which controls the concerted efforts of the group. In an organization, there is a central directing authority, and organizing is that kind of role that is played in organization by controlling the concerted efforts of the group. The chain of authority and responsibility relationship is known as the chain of command. These things will be discussed later on in details, and you'll see how this process is managed in the organization. One more point that needs our attention here is the rules and regulations. For the orderly and systematic working of the members, rules and regulations are laid down and enforced by the central authority in the organization. Last point, which is about the people. The people are the material of construction that holds the structure together and gives it a vitality. That is the dynamic element. An organization is not a mere mechanical structure, but a living organism arising out of the sentiments, attitudes, and behavior of the people. So, in this way, you have seen that how the organizing as an important function of management has come into picture, wherein we find that a number of aspects are just around it to make it more meaningful and purpose oriented. It stands now, after having a detailed view of the nature of organizing, now we are going to touch upon the importance of organizing. We are here now going to see the significance of organizing for organization, for management, for all the stakeholders who are having their stake in business. Let us see the importance of business organizing activity in the light of a few captions. For example, the first important part about the organizing is it facilitates administration. Achievement of the objectives by providing a framework of coordination and control is done. The organizing provides a system of authority and network of effective communication. And that is why the organizing is one of the important functions of management. Because here we find that the individual goals can be coordinated towards group goals. We find here that a properly balanced organization is facilitated both by management and operations of the enterprise. Apart from being an important contributor in the facilitating the administrative function, the organizing encourages growth and diversification. Organizing has enabled organizations to grow and expand the giant sizes. Systematic division of work and consistent delegation of authority facilitates taking up new activities and meeting the new demands of the market. The optimum use of new technology is possible through organizing. Organizing makes a sound structure meant with competent employees. In addition, optimum use of technology makes it possible to make optimum utilization of the human resource. Sound organizations ensure that every individual is placed on the job for which he is best suited. This is a very important point, that the organizing makes use of new technology which is changing every day. In addition to the important role of organizing in different activities, one more important activity for every business is the innovation and creativity. I want to tell you here that the organizing stimulates creative thinking, and initiatives on the part of employees are taken through organizing. The organizing provides for effective management of change and responds favorably to the changes in the environment of business, which is a kind of continuous change on account of the market requirements. And we can say that it provides recognition for the professional and the specialists in terms of their achievements in the organization. The importance of the organizing as an important function of management cannot be forgotten for encouraging good human relations in organization. The assignment of right jobs to right persons improves job satisfaction and also interpersonal relations in organization. Well-defined jobs and clear lines of authority and responsibility ensure good human relations in organization. We also find that for the continuity of enterprise, we cannot ignore the role of organizing, because the organizing ensures continuity of enterprise. It provides a main use for development and promotion through the delegation and decentralization. These things also you will see in our coming sessions. We find that organizing provides scope for the training and development of the future management. A very important point to be noted here regarding the significance of organizing is the coordination. There is no doubt about it that the organizing facilitates order and cohesiveness in the organization. We can say that the division of labor, better utilization of the technology, better use of the human talent makes it possible to improve the efficiency and the quality of work in the organization. And here we can say that the clear channels of communication among the members of the organization leads to coordination. So this is another point which we can take into consideration from the point of view of the significance of organizing. But students, after discussing the significance of organizing, now the next discussion that we are going to make here is about the process of organizing. The process of organizing is the most important part of the function of organizing or function of management. You can say here that the overall development of the organization depends on the organizing function. So this organizing is a function of management but is a kind of process in itself. For example, regarding the identification of activities, regarding the grouping of the activities and the delegation of authority, assignment of duties, you will see that the organizing is done through all these ways. How the identification of activities is done, you can see in the light of this fact that it is the first step. Though there are more than one steps of process, more than one steps of the organizing process, but I have taken up only four major ones, where the identification of activities is the first step. This is the first step to determine the task that must be performed to achieve the established objectives of the organization. The activities and the job are building blocks of any organization, and the activities to be performed depends upon the objectives, nature, and size of the organization. This way, we find another step in the process of organizing, that is the group of activities. Now, what is and why this grouping is important? I want to tell you. Such grouping is necessary for the purpose of specialization, coordination, and control. The various activities of the organization are grouped into departments or divisions according to similarity and the common purpose. And it may be grouped on various bases. For example, functions, products, territories, customers, or other things also, etc., depending on the requirement of the organization. Another step in the process of organizing lies in assignment of duties, students. The assignment of duties, or in other words, assignment of activities, creates responsibility and endures or ensures certainty of work performance. Group of activities or the departments are then allocated or allotted to different positions. Every position is occupied by an individual best suited for it. The duties are assigned to those who are able to perform these duties to their level best. And the process should be to carry it down to the lowest levels. It is basically done to avoid duplication of work and also overlapping the efforts of the organization. A very important part of the process of organizing is the delegation of authority. Students, every individual is given the authority required to carry out the responsibility assigned to him. The authority and responsibility go together, go hand in hand. Without responsibility, authority is incomplete. Without authority, responsibility is incomplete. So it requires a chain of command. You can say that a chain of command is created through successive delegation of authority. I will tell you here that every individual must know to whom is accountable, and who are his subordinates also is a very important point to note here. Different positions are linked vertically and horizontally by establishing formal authority in the organization.